That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. That's just how I feel. Trying to reach the things that I can't see. Am I tripping?
Hello. Hey, and welcome to another episode of BellaNicole 2.0. So today we'll be talking about issues on social media.
So, I've noticed that people love to vent about their issues and some of the things that they're going through on Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and Twitter and all the other social media networks that you can think of. Newsflash, we don't care. The only person who knows what's going on in your life is God. And the only person who really cares is God. To be honest, like, I've told my friends some things and they've just been in their moods where they didn't really want to hear what I was talking about, or they just forgot. And it's like, not that because they're a bad person, it's just because we're human, and as humans, it's not, I'm not just a machine that's supposed to listen to everybody's other needs, you know? And when it just comes to you venting, I don't think that the social media is a place to do it. Now, sometimes other people can relate to what you're going through, and I get that, because, I mean, even I do that from time to time. Like Twitter, how many of y'all are hungry right now? Like, that's just, silly thing. Anyway, but, just something like that. Like, when people are always like, oh, I just broke up with my girlfriend, and life is so hard. It just boggles my mind as to why you think people are going to care. I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to be real. If you don't like what you see on this show, realness is going to be one of those things. Just to let y'all know, so just keep that in mind. But anyway, God's the only person who knows you inside and out. He knows what you're going to say before you say it. He knows what you're going to do before you do it. And he's the only one who can always relate to what you're going through. So please stop putting all your business out there and expecting people to, for lack of a better term, to care. And maybe even not to judge you. Because people are going to judge you to the day that you die, no matter what. And if you just give them a reason to judge you because you keep putting all your business out there, that's on you.
So there's a difference between judgment and discernment. Judgment is the process of forming an opinion or conclusion about something or someone, versus discernment, which is a perception in the absence of judgment with a view to obtaining spiritual direction and understanding. And we as Christians, we're not called to judge non-believers. We have our perception of certain situations, but we're given the words and divine discernment from God. So if you ever felt like you were being judged, you might have been. But there's a difference between me judging you and putting you down versus me trying to better you and edify you as a person.
So we went to the mall and we interviewed a few people to see what they had to say about what they don't like on the social media. So take a look at it.
Hey, Bella.
Hey.
So we're here at the mall, and we're going to be doing some interviewing for this show, asking people about how they feel about the social media and all of the things that they normally see day to day. So stay. Hi. I had a few questions for y'all, doing a little interviewing. So, what are y'all tired of seeing on the internet and like social media when it comes to just a lot of the stuff that you keep seeing day to day?
Well, I'm tired of seeing people who have different boyfriends and girlfriends every different week. They break up with them, and then they get back together with them, and they're like, oh, team single. But then they delete their posts, and then put, oh, I'm with him again. It's just frustrating.
What about you, sir?
Okay, well, I'm tired of seeing, everyone says this, but I'm tired of seeing, racial comments. It's like, it's not the 1960s or 50s, so there's no point in you. I know if you don't like a certain race, that's fine, but you don't have to say it in public. You can keep it to yourself. It annoys me. And I'm like, there's no point in racism anymore. It's 2014. Get over it. I mean, we live in Texas, especially in Texas. It's like, there's a lot of different races in Texas, so accept everyone for who they are and don't judge for who they're not.
Thank you for that. Back to you. Two lovely people. I have a few questions for Jeremy and Maya. So what are y'all tired of seeing on the social media websites that y'all use?
I'm tired of seeing the degradation of women. Am I saying that right? Yeah. And I'm really tired of seeing like thoughts on my web feed. You know, I want to see wholesome people talking about wholesome things.
I like that. What about you, Maya?
I guess same thing with him. I'm tired of seeing girls throwing themselves out there for guys who look at them and talk about them. And
So just like how we interviewed those people, those certain questions, we're also going to answer those questions ourselves. So you can also see what is our perspective about social media.
So the first question was, what are you tired of saying all over the social media networks that you use? You want to answer that?
What am I tired of saying? I'm tired of people. I know we have our issues and we we have our feelings, and sometimes you may not feel you may not have someone to go to pour out your feelings to, or I don't know. I just see a lot of people always in their feelings on social media, and it's like you said earlier, we don't care. Because I just know one certain person, she always posting about he cheated on me, or he don't love me no more. I try to talk to him, and he won't talk to me back, or something like that. And it's like, girl, it's more fish in the sea. We all have problems, but that is not the main problem you should be focused on. Okay, your problem actually not a problem. Your main focus should be trying to get it out the head, okay, and call people to Christ. And especially if you call yourself a Christian and you're talking about all this relevant stuff on social media, really, really. So I'm getting tired of seeing that in my newsfeed, and I have thought about just unfollowing that person because it's getting on my last nerve.
Yeah, what am I tired of saying? Something similar to along the same lines that she said, like, okay, when people are talking about breakups and how they're not attractive and just like putting themselves down, like, are you just, I don't understand why you're putting yourself down on the internet so people can use your flaws against you, so everybody can know how you feel about yourself and how low your self esteem is. I don't know. Like, I mean, I have my problems too, and I do struggle sometimes with, self esteem. I think everybody does occasionally. But it's not for me to always say, I'm so ugly. Has anybody ever felt ugly? And put it just out there. Like, that's not what the social media is there for. And then when it comes to just like relationship issues or people being with this boy, being with this girl, being with this boy, talking about how these hoes ain't loyal. How can you expect a hoe to be loyal? Stop talking about it. A hoe is not supposed to be loyal, hence the term hoe. So I don't understand what the point is about that. Everybody's not a hoe. You have to be looking for the right person. You have to be looking. It takes a while. Good things take time. So if you're expecting to find a good girl in the club or just quickly because you look like that, it's not going to happen because good things take time. So please stop putting all that stuff out there like nobody cares. And I'm getting sick and tired of seeing all of this. Nobody loves me. These hoes ain't loyal. Or how girls don't want you, how boys don't want you. No, not with that attitude. Nobody's gonna want you with that attitude. You have to put your shoulders back and stop thinking about what the world sees and how everybody perceives you. Ooh, if that made any sense.
But also to piggyback off that, you definitely have to watch what you put on social media, because you have to realize if you want a job
Oh,
or some, they look at that.
a girlfriend.
So they're not gonna want to hire somebody who's got some emotional problems, because, and also you're representing their company or whatever you're trying to go into.
Or how much weed you smoke on the weekends.
Really, why would you put that on social media? And some of y'all are underage, okay? You gonna put that? Really? You just asking for them to knock at your door. You're really asking. So really watch what you put on social media. Especially, my thing is, you call yourself a believer, really, and you're acting like the world. We're supposed to be apart from the world. We're supposed to call the world to God. That is my main purpose on earth.
Yeah.
And y'all really need to understand that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, and okay, and before y'all are like, well, y'all are terrible too. We mess up too, but we're trying. We try. Like,
Yes.
yeah, I realize after many years and after a while that I'm gonna mess up because I'm human. And y'all are gonna mess up too. But there are some people who we see all the time. They don't seem like they're trying to change, and they don't talk about change. They just living in it. They're living in all of their sin and everything that they want to do, and they don't seem like they're trying to change. We mess up too, but we as Christians we're gonna fall. But we got to get back up. That's the difference between us and the world. And lots of times we keep seeing from some of our fellow brothers and sisters that they're not trying to get back up. They just lay down and stay there.
Right. What I actually put on, I have a Facebook, Twitter, well, Twitter through our account, and Instagram, and also a Snapchat, and also a Ask FM thing. So on Facebook, I barely get on that anyways, but things I really have posted was probably scriptures or inspirational stuff or movies when I tell people, oh, you should go see this movie, or pictures from different events of my lifetime. And also on Instagram, that's the same thing I do. I put different events or, oh, I was here hanging out with the girls or whatever. And it's all appropriate. I make sure what I put on there. And even on a Twitter thing, because we share that Twitter because it's the BellaNicole thing. We definitely, I know I watch what I say, and also we try to monitor what each other, what we say, because we favorite certain things, or we tweet things, but we try to make sure it's something that's appropriate.
Yes.
And everything, because we try not to put anything up there that's going to hurt us in the long run.
Yes.
So we do monitor what we do put on, and also my mama monitors what I put on. So.
Shoot, some of y'all need to be getting y'all's phone checked because y'all don't do nothing. Y'all aren't smart with your phone. And if anything, like for me, I don't put anything out there that I wouldn't want a boss to see or my mom because lots of times she'll just be like, hand me your phone and I want to see it. And I'm like, okay, because I don't have anything to hide.
I don't have anything.
I don't want to have no picture of me smoking weed because what? That's dumb.
Well, you don't even smoke.
I don't. I couldn't.
We don't. We don't.
Real quick, I struggle with the brain cells that I have already. So why would I want to lose any more from smoking weed? Yes, that destroys brain cells. Just to let y'all know.
Even though we digress naturally.
We go everywhere. We go on tangents. But thank y'all for watching. That was another lovely episode of BellaNicole 2.0.
We would like to leave you with two scriptures. First one, Psalms 55:22. Give your burdens to the Lord, and He will take care of you. He will not permit the godly to slip and fall.
And the other scripture is 1 Peter 5:7. It says, cast all your anxiety on him because he cares for you. Thank y'all for watching. Y'all have a
Tune
blessed
in.
day.
Next week.
Yes, yeah.
It's no big deal.